everybody, and welcome back to the Anti-Flatter Show. Now, tonight we have two examples showing that not all Kiwis are the amazing spaghetti on pizza eating All Blacks fans. Some of us actually a little bit nuts.
Hello, we got New Zealand, Sakey speaking.
Kia ora, Carol. What do you have for us today then?
Well, you can't read a book by its cover. And a bed with a lovely cover on it that's neat and tidy and pretty doesn't mean to say the sheets underneath that cover are nice and clean.
Wait, are we talking about sheets or books?
They can be dirty and they can be uncared for, they can be stinky, they can be like crap. You would never want to sleep in them.
That sounds like you've got a wee bit of experience there. Who am I to judge? I mean, shit, even I've got a dirty rag or two around the house.
And I liken that to what is going on right now. I liken that to Ardern's government. Ardern, as she speaks her kindness, those pretty sheets, but underneath, what is really going on?
Underneath, we have a leader and a government that is the envy of the world.
So as most people in New Zealand are talking, thinking about going to protests, etc.
Actually, I think that you will find that most Kiwis would agree with Monique and that these protests are just dumb.
I've been busy over months, not only looking at what's going on with but what's also going on underneath the covers where those dirty sheets are. So a number of those things, very serious issues that I have been investigating, that I have been researching for hours are.
Now, I'm guessing by research, you actually mean you've watched a lot of YouTube and read a whole heap of Twitter. And in fact, knowing you, probably a whole shit ton of Parler too.
Cultural Marxism, socialism in New Zealand, Islamic Marxism, because it does exist.
Oh no, socialism, that scary word. I mean, who wants universal health care, unemployment benefits, free education, all the other evils of socialism? And as for your Islam comment, it's nonsense like that leads to what happened down in Christchurch.
Antifa in New Zealand, International Socialist Organisation of New Zealand, Extinction Rebellion, Black Lives Matter, the destruction of New Zealand history, the state of abuse by this government and the education system on our children in schools.
Wow. Okay, that was a lot of nonsense. Let's break it down, shall we? Firstly, Antifa means anti-fascism. And guess what? Aotearoa is an anti-fascist country. Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah, that is here. You want to know why you're racist? Because black lives do matter. As far as the destruction of our history goes, well, clearly she's never been to Te Papa. And the education system? Well, I hate to tell you this, but it didn't fail you. You failed it.
The mental abuse. The 22,000 households now on the public housing list, temporary accommodation that has turned into permanent accommodation, those that are still sleeping on the streets, those who have makeshift accommodation in sheds and overcrowded housing.
An issue that was largely ignored by the previous national-led administration. Yeah, I'll admit we do have a housing crisis here in Aotearoa, but it wasn't Labour's doing. It was Nationals.
Mental health failures. We don't talk about these days, and they surely must be worse.
Okay, so here's where I'm going to sort of agree with you. Yeah, we can do more for mental health here at Aotearoa. That being said, though, we do have many services, such as the Mental Health Awareness Week, depression.org.nz, 1737.org.nz. We've got Helpline, Lifeline, Samaritans, the Depression and Anxiety Helpline. Links to all of these will be in the description below.
The horrific abortion law that was brought in during this lockdown.
Oh no! Are you telling me that we've ensured the rights of women to decide what happens with their bodies? Also, I'm just going to point this out. That bill passed its third reading and became official on the 19th of March. We didn't go into level 4 lockdown until the 25th of March.
It is absolutely evil, and we need to touch on that again because it actually tells you what this government is all about.
Yeah, so far, it's about not being racist. It's about standing up for the workers. It's about ensuring women have the right to choose. You know what? I need a break from this bigot. That can only mean one thing. Yuri to the rescue!
Здравствуйте, comrades! And welcome back to Yuri's Corner! So, tonight we have another person who likes to yell at clouds. Apparently this is quite popular.
Our region lives on the side of a mountain in Taranaki, New Zealand.
Duh! Mount Taranaki. It's in Taranaki.
I thought it was strange how Taranaki went into New Zealand water agreement and we have an abundance of water coming off the mountain.
So, the only water plan I could find for Taranaki was a Treaty of Waitangi claim and a fresh water plan, but that was dated back in 2001.
But what it is we're supporting the chemtrails.
Neat.
Lots of chemtrails. Now, it's not airplanes going to and fro, because New Zealand still pretty much has its borders shut.
You seem out of breath. How can you be out of breath? You're just standing there. Also, there are still plenty of domestic flights, cargo flights, there's some international flights. Yuri has been to Auckland and to Christchurch since lockdown finished.
But you find it strange that you see 8 sets of plane lines in New Zealand. And it's because we've purchased into this international chemtrail agreement.
So, is it chemtrail agreement or is it water agreement? Also, who else wants him to be quiet so we can hear more birds?
Part of the New World Order, I guess. Hey?
Ujimoy, of course. See, look, even these silly Kiwis, they like to yell at clouds too. As for Yuri, Yuri needs vodka. Bye!
Yeah, so what? No! Does that mean that we have to carry on with this crazy Kiwi Karen or Carol?
That's your cover of the book of what is happening now with the New Zealand government. The demonising of men, and this has been done purposely so. And also the dehumanising of human life itself.
Yes, I am a demon apparently. Also, how is scenes like this dehumanising life? See, when we have a loss of life event here in Aotearoa, we all rally together.
Through bringing in the end of life choice spelled euthanasia. Many people just have not read that bill completely, and they're going on the emotional side of it and haven't looked at the true facts, because there are very dangerous concepts in that act.
What? So it's horrible to stop a terminal patient from suffering unnecessarily? Also, just going to point this out, yeah, I did actually read what was being proposed. And that bill is bloody fantastic.
So people, there's lots of stuff happening. And of course, I've been looking at the vaccine thing and really concerned about that one. I do know there's a protest coming up, but I really don't want to make any remarks on that because I feel I've said all I need to say on social media. I have asked the questions. I am awaiting the answers. And there's very mixed feelings around that.
Anyone else not surprised that this dick is an anti-vaxxer?
So I'll let that be and continue to concentrate on what people are not really seeing underneath those pretty sheets that cover the bed, the ugly, stinky sheets that are never washed.
Okay, look, she rants and raves about this stupid metaphor for a while, and to be honest, I'm just sick of hearing her voice. But, you know, if you do want to see dirty, stinky, unwashed sheets, just look no further than Carol's attitude. But look, that's it for the show tonight. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please give it that thumbs up. If you're new here or you haven't done so yet, there's that subscribe button there and that little belly thing next to it. If you give those both a click, you'll be doing the channel a huge favour. But mostly we just want to hear from you. The comment section's in there for a reason, so leave us a comment. And till next time, ka kite. What we have for you is 2 examples of things. That's things. As far as the destruction of her history goes, fucking clearly she's never blah blah blah.
And water. Oh, for fuck's sake.
The best part about standing here this is I've got no pants on. Oh fuck!